Hello, I am Fenerbahçe. I was born in the heart of Istanbul in Kadıköy. I am not telling you about a yellow and navy blue color, a club, a passion. I am telling you about a nation, an identity, a way of life. Since 1907, the heartbeat of millions has been beating in rhythm with mine. And today, I will tell you who I am, in my own words. My story begins with the story of a friendship club. The year was 1907. A group of young men came together in the Kadıköy district of Istanbul. They had learned football from English schools, and they wanted to spread this sport throughout Istanbul. Among them were Ziya Songüklü, Ayatullah Bey, and other young men. In those days, playing football in Kadıköy was a revolution, and the name of that revolution was Fenerbahçe. I took my name from the Fener district of Kadıköy. In those days, Fener was a quiet fishing village on the Anatolian side of the Bosphorus. But I was destined to rise from that quiet village and challenge the greatest clubs in the world. In my early years, I played on dirt fields. We had no kits, no changing rooms, no stands, but we had passion, and that passion was above everything. In 1913, I came first in Turkey's first official football championship. There was no league in those days, only a tournament, and I won that tournament. This was not just the beginning of a club, it was the beginning of the Fenerbahçe legend. I lived through difficult times during the First World War and the War of Independence, but Turkish sport was alive, and so was I. After the proclamation of the Republic, football in Turkey gained new momentum. After 1923, Turkish football became more organized, and I was at the very forefront of that transformation. In 1929, the Turkish Football Federation was founded, and the official league era began. In those early years, we grew both on the pitch and in the stands. We began to become one of the city's greatest clubs. Together with Galatasaray and Beşiktaş, I became one of the big three of Turkish football. This rivalry was not only on the pitch, but in every corner of the city. In neighborhoods, tea houses, schools, everyone supported either me or my rivals. In 1959, the professional era of Turkish football began. Now players were earning money, transfers were being made, football was becoming an industry. I grew stronger alongside this transformation. In the 1960s and 70s, I stepped onto European stages. I faced the giants of Europe in the UEFA Cups. I played against English, German, and Italian clubs. Sometimes I won, sometimes I lost, but I always took to the field as Fenerbahçe. By 1974, I was preparing to experience one of the greatest achievements in my history. That year, I reached the semi-finals of the European Cup. This was the greatest achievement Turkish football had ever reached in Europe at that time. All of Turkey was watching me. In the 80s, Turkish football rapidly professionalized. Big transfers were made, foreign players arrived, and football became Turkey's greatest entertainment industry. I was the most influential player of this era. The 90s were the years I climbed to the very top of the summit. I won back-to-back championships. The stands overflowed with yellow and navy blue flags. At the start of the 2000s, European football took on a new meaning for me. In the 2000-2001 season, I participated in the Champions League. During that period, I competed in groups against the giants of Europe. I faced rivals from Denmark, Spain, and Italy on the pitch. This success showed just how far Turkish football could advance in Europe. In 2007, I celebrated my 100th anniversary. With a century of history, thousands of cups and championships, and millions of supporters, I reached this special celebration. That year, many legendary players and historic moments were remembered. Fenerbahçe's 100 years was also 100 years of Turkish football. Fenerbahçe is not just a football club. People from every corner of Turkey, from many countries around the world, support me. Millions of supporters walk in yellow and navy blue, both on the terraces and in every area of life. For them, this colour is not just a team colour. It is an identity, a family, a way of life. My history is not limited to football alone. As Fenerbahçe Sports Club, I have also been active in basketball, athletics, swimming, rowing, tennis, and many other branches. In basketball in particular, I became one of the most successful clubs in Europe. I won championships in the EuroLeague and played magnificent matches against the giants of European basketball. My stands always carried a special meaning for me. The Shukru Saracoğlu Stadium in Kadıköy was not just a stadium. The sound rising from that stadium's stands reached every corner of Istanbul. It struck fear into my rivals. It gave pride to my supporters. Those stands were my heart. Throughout my history, spanning more than a century, many legendary players have had the honor of wearing the Fenerbahçe jersey. Lefter Küçükan Donyadis. Our Lefter was perhaps the greatest legend of all time. With his goals and his mastery of the game, he made all of Turkey fall in love with Fenerbahçe. After him came many more legends. Can Bartu, Zeki Rızaspor, and countless others. Every generation created its own legend. And every legend made the spirit of Fenerbahçe a little greater. Today, I continue to grow, to develop, to transform. The challenges brought by modern football, financial fair play rules, transfer policies. I face all of these, but there is one thing that never changes. The yellow and navy blue sound rising from the stands, the passion of the players running on the pitch, and millions of hearts beating in the same rhythm. I am Fenerbahçe. I have been here since 1907. I lived through the years of war. I weathered economic crises. Every time I fell, I rose again. Every time I came back stronger. Because Fenerbahçe is not a club. It is a spirit. And that spirit lives in every yellow and navy blue flag in the stands, in every supporter's heart, in the memory of every generation. I am here. And never forget, you are not made a Fenerbahçe supporter. You are born one.